Hi Divine Fems, it's Sunday. Okay, we're going to have a look at those Divine Masculines who are in a relationship with a Karmic at present. We've been following, for those of you who haven't tuned in before, we've been following a particular relationship between a particular Divine Masculine and his Karmic over the last few months, really, and been through many sort of peaks and troughs in that time. But we always check in on a Sunday and just to see what sort of week has had, you know, how the week has gone for them, and yeah, see if there's any movement either way. So recently we've been seeing that the Divine Masculine has been wanting to take steps away. There seems to be circumstance that is keeping him where he is at the moment. Please also be aware that I use the term he and she, but it is about energy, it's not gender specific. So please interpret these readings, you know, whichever way is right for you. So let's get started. Spirit, we'd like to look first, please, at can I have the energy of the Divine Masculine? Unusually, you know, those of you who are with me for quite a long time on the channel will know I tend to say that these are circumstantial cards. I have no clue why, but I just feel they are. But today I'm going to use them differently. So we're going to use them to see what themes are running through for the Divine Masculine in this relationship. Thank you, Spirit. Let's just see. We're going to put the Divine Masculine over here, the Karmic over there, and the joint energy in the middle. So how is the Divine Masculine feeling this week, please? That's too many, Spirit. You want me to have that one, okay? Let's turn them. We have say no. Can you see that? We have accept love. And again, please, the Divine Masculine, please, Spirit. Rebel. I never know if that's rebel or rebel, but either way, it means the same thing, really. One more, please. Thank you. Decorate, yeah. So, you know, the Divine Masculine, we're on a similar theme, actually, because the Divine Masculine is feeling that, you know, at the moment, he just wants to say no to his current situation. He's just not buying into it at all. So, you know, he's through with the Karmic relationship. He doesn't want it, you know. So that's kind of how his week is. But equally, there's the Spirit is saying to me, this is quite interesting, because although this is a Divine Masculine and Karmic read, the Divine Masculine is actually scared that if he comes towards you with a love offer, Divine Femme, that you're going to walk away and you're going to say no. So he's got lots of thoughts going around in his head this week. He's really, you know, as I say, through with the Karmic relationship, but he's also worrying that if he steps towards you, what are you going to say? So the Divine Masculine is in the mindset where he knows he wants love in his life. He knows he wants true love, proper love, not just sexual love, you know, which is what brought him to the Karmic relationship in the first place. He is actually wanting real tender love, which is sort of shown to us by these rose petals here. He wants gentleness, he wants tenderness, he wants all those emotional connections that he's been lacking in his current relationship. But he's also wanting you to accept this from him. So it's interesting this week, because normally we look purely at the Divine Masculine and how he feels about the Karmic, but I just asked how he's feeling this week. And this is very much how he's feeling. He wants to say yes to love. He wants you to say yes to love. Yeah, and he's ready to rebel. So there could well be people around him who are against him leaving this Karmic relationship. There could well be people around him who are trying to stop him from forming a relationship with you. When I say forming a relationship with you, we know the relationship's there already. We know it's on in the 5D. But we're talking about him coming forward with a love offer in the 3D, okay? And here we have, look, someone trying to stop him moving forward. And it very much feels like there's people around him. This could be the karmic, you know, stopping him from stepping towards his divine femme. So he's ready to rebel here. And he's not going to let this person or these people stop him from going after what he wants, because it's taken this divine masculine a very long time to say, do you know what, I'm clearer now. I know who I love, I know who I want to be with, and I know that I need to step forward. And do you know what? I'm fed up with them trying to stop me, so they're not going to do it. I'm going to take my little pink tricycle and run them over. I don't mean that literally. But, you know, this is about him standing up once and for all, because he's now much more clear about where he wants to be, okay? So this is about him moving forward regardless of the opposition that he's facing, because he wants his life to be beautiful, you know? He wants to be surrounded by the people he loves. He wants things to be good. He wants to feel good. He wants life to be beautiful. And it hasn't felt beautiful for him recently. And this is why he's ready to rebel. That's very interesting. Let's see how the karmic feels about that. Okay, we have speak with love, but I don't know who that's there for, Spirit. So I'm going to come back to that. For some of you, that will be it. That card just fell. I don't even know if you saw it because I didn't look at the camera, but it was a card that said speak with love. But because I'd already mentioned the karmic, I wasn't sure who to take it for. So I've put it back in the deck and I'm going to shuffle again. But there's a part of me that felt that Spirit were telling me that the divine masculine is ready to step forward and speak with love. That's part of him rebelling against the people who've told him not to. So, you know, look out for him, basically, Divine Femme. We had a full moon last night. We've got, you know, change starting today. So look out for him, basically. He could be coming your way. Hopefully. Don't go there. Okay, let's see how the karmic is feeling, please. How is the karmic feeling this week? That's interesting. Say thank you. Let me just see what the following cards are, because I don't know quite how that fits at the moment. Sorry, let me put that there. So she's feeling grateful for something. She's feeling grateful. It feels like she's feeling grateful towards the divine masculine for something. What is she grateful for, Spirit, please? They've just said lay some more cards. Yeah, she's feeling thankful for him. It's something that he's done for her, a position he's put her in, something that she's thankful for. It could be financial. Okay, all right. So look, the karmic is wanting to give more at the moment. So she is trying to give more still. She's holding on to this relationship. So she is trying to give more to the divine masculine because she's feeling his distance, because his heart is somewhere else. So she's showing him a lot more gratitude. She's doing more for him, giving more towards him to try and keep him where he is, basically. What else, please, Spirit? How is the karmic feeling? Yeah, she's trying to stop him from moving forward. Okay. She feels, let me just get this card because they want me to take that card. She feels that he is moving somewhere and, you know, is going to break up their happy home as she sees it. Okay, so she's watching him very carefully here, and she wants him to stop because she thinks that that's going to, you know, really sort of mess up her life. This karmic is very confused because some weeks we get her accepting that it's over and feeling much more confident and feeling like she's going to get on with her life and trying to get what she can out of the relationship. And then we have her dipping again into insecurity, and there's almost like a desperation from her to cling on to him. But she's trying to stop him from going. Look at this. And that's why she's showing him a lot of attention, a lot of gratitude. She's giving more to him, you know, and she's trying to stop him from rebelling. Look at this. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Because, you know, she feels his distance. She feels him walking away from her. So she's showing him more attention to try and keep him there. She sees here that his heart is somewhere else. She knows that he wants love in his life. So she recognizes that in him. So she's trying to give more to him to be the person that he stays with. And here she's stopping him. She's trying to stop him from rebelling, from moving on. And this is why, I mean, look at this. Isn't that extraordinary? I don't know why these things surprise me anymore after all this time, but look at it. She's trying to stop him, and look what we have here. A person with a stop sign. Yeah. So you remember I said earlier, this could be the karmic. I think that's answered our question, really. It certainly could be the karmic. Yeah, she just wants to be happy, basically. You know, she wants this good life, this beautiful life. You know, everything to be affluent, everything to be secure, everything to be beautiful. She wants it for herself, obviously. But she wants it, you know, with the divine masculine. So she's trying her hardest to be happy, but in actual fact, she's not feeling it because there's a feeling of desperation here. She's pretending she's happy. She's acting to outside sources as though she's happy. But it's not heartfelt. It's a bit desperate, to be frank. I'm feeling very blunt today, so do excuse me. Right, let's get some tarot clarifiers for these. And then we'll do some joint... Well, I don't even know if I want to do joint energy today, because the Divine Masculine cards are very clear about his motives and what he wants to do, his actions. Let's do some clarifiers and then we'll do some action oracle. How about that, hey? Action oracle. All right. So why is the Say No card here for the Divine Masculine, please? Yeah, he wants to heal a situation. So he wants to heal the situation between you and him, Divine Femme. You know, the Hierophant is here very much a sort of... a healing energy, but very much in this particular card, bring a leader. He wants to initiate this healing between you, which is why we see him in this card approaching you with the flowers. Okay, but he's worried you're going to say no. But he wants to heal whatever's happened between you. He wants to heal it. Okay, I think we're going to run out of space there. Okay. So why do we have accept love, please? What's that all about? Yeah, look, it's at the Tower. The Tower comes up week after week, doesn't it, in these readings? You know, he wants to break down old patterns of behaviour. He knows that when he approaches you, he wants things to be different. And it's really interesting because we've never done this before, DFs. We've never actually talked about him and you in this much detail in a karmic reading. But it just shows you that he, in his mind and his heart, is already moved out of this relationship. He just hasn't physically done it. But he knows that he cannot repeat patterns of the past. He knows that he has to change. He knows, because he's already worrying about you rejecting him, he knows that you will do if he carries on, you know, using the same approaches he has in the past. So he's looking for a new way to approach you because he wants you to accept love from him. So why do we have Rebel here, please? Because he sees you very much in your power at the moment. Okay? This is interesting, actually, because, yeah, I don't, yeah, isn't that interesting? So when this first came out, I said he sees you very much in your power. He does see you very much in your power, which is why he knows he's got to have a different approach. But I actually don't think this is you. I think this is the karmic. Because we have this rebel card here, and this is who he's rebelling against at the moment. He's rebelling against the karmic. And the karmic, at various times throughout these readings, has been about financial security. That's why she's holding on to the DM, that she felt her life would be set, she'd be looked after for life, that she would be abundant. Now, here it shows her sitting in her abundance, okay? So this wasn't your energy. Your energy lies here, Divine Femme, because you're in Empress energy. This is the karmic energy at the moment. You know, there's a part of the DM that is saying, do you know what? I see this for what it is now, and I am not going to be the one to keep this karmic in Queen of Pentacles energy. She has to achieve that on her own. You know, I can no longer provide the abundance for her so that she can sit there in her abundance. And while I'm sitting there feeling unhappy, feeling trapped, feeling restrained, no, I'm not going to do it. So he is rebelling against the karmic, which is why the Queen of Pentacles came up here. Because that is about financial security, financial abundance. That usually, it's interesting really, because usually I see the Queen of Pentacles as a self-made woman. But in this instance, no. It's like the karmic's expectation of him, and this is what he's realising, is that he was going to make her into the Queen of Pentacles. And he's saying, I'm not playing. I'm not doing it. Because now I see it. And I'm not having it anymore. But he still sees you in your power. I still stand by that. He sees you in your power, but your Empress energy. So Queen of Pentacles, yeah. That flew out at the same time, and that just occurred to me because that's why he's worried about moving forward. But let's see why we have decorate. Okay. He wants life to be a lot more beautiful because at the moment he's seeing things, although he's seeing things more clearly, he's still focusing on the negatives. He's still trying to puzzle things out. He's still trying to say, how am I going to get to this stage where things are good? Now, he could actually just take steps to make things good. He is making progress because there's been a big shift in his attitude and his thinking. But in order to get to this place where he feels really good about life and life feels beautiful and abundant, he's still got some things to figure out in the here and now. But he's got to be careful not to sink into negative thinking because he's missing the good things that are coming in for him. Okay. So that's kind of how he is this week. But I see that as a really positive step forward, you know, DFs, because he's really had a major shift in his thinking, which is beautiful. I'm going to continue with these cards like before and see about the karmic, please. Why do we have the thank you card? Why do we have the thank you card here for the karmic? Yeah, she's wanting to retain this loving relationship as she sees it. She wants to keep the DM as her partner, basically. And that's why she's going over the top at the moment to try and keep him, because she senses he's moving away. So why do we have give more, please? Oops, thank you. We're down on that one. Yeah, she's giving all she can. Again, she's giving a lot of attention. You know, she's making sure that, you know, her role is recognised. So it may be that she's sort of performing in front of other people so that other people perceive the relationship as a happy one. Because she wants that recognition, she wants that attention. This card has come up a lot for the Karmic over the past few months. And, you know, this is why she's putting her all into her performance at the moment. And it does feel like a performance because it's more out of fear than it is out of love. You know, she wants to believe that they're in this loving relationship, but it kind of feels like she's just grasping, you know. I have no doubt that the Karmic feels love for the DM, but it's not got a solid foundation here. So why do we have stop, please? Why do we have stop? Yeah, look, she's fearful that he's going to be running away, you know? She knows. She's trying to stop him from running away in that rebel card. But she also is fearful that she's going to be left out in the cold. She doesn't know what she's going to do without the DM there to support and provide for her. That's why she's trying to stop him from leaving. So why is she daring to be happy and pretending? This feels like pretending. Yeah, she's juggling things at the moment because... Do you want me to take that one, Spirit? Yes, they do. Okay. She's juggling things at the moment because she's trying to keep things on an even keel. You know, she doesn't want anything dramatic to happen. She's just trying to keep things stable. She feels like she's been juggling with this relationship for a very long time and she doesn't want to do it anymore. She just wants to be settled. So she's presenting a settled front to everybody. And Spirit also gave us the Three of Wands, which is all about manifesting what you focus on. So she is putting all her attention, as we saw in these previous cards, all her attention on the Divine Masculine in the belief that that will be what will manifest the outcome she wants. Okay, so... Now, I had a brilliant plan earlier, didn't I? I said I didn't want to do joint energy. Ah, it was action steps. Action oracles, I think I called them, didn't I? I wonder if that's going to work. Yeah, all right. Let's go for it. We're going to go for it. Let's do a row down the middle. I'm going to do them separately. I'm not going to do a row for each. Let's do a row separately. So, Spirit, for the Divine Masculine, what are the feelings of the actions that he's going to take? What are the actions that he's going to take? Look out for contact. Didn't I say earlier, DFs, didn't I say to you, he could be coming soon, so be prepared. And here he is making contact. So those of you who are in separation, this will be music to your ears. I always say with this card as well, we have a stork here, which is all about birth. It's about the rebirth of a situation, I feel. So this is about him making contact with you again. I don't know when, because he's feeling very hesitant because he thinks you're going to reject him. But this is about a message. He is going to be trying to contact you. So that is a brilliant first action. What will follow on from that, please? What will be his next intentions, please? What are the next intentions from the DM, please? Thank you. Yeah, a decision needs to be made. So he said he's still deciding. He knows he's got to not do it like he did before in terms of offering love, because he's desperate for you to offer love. He knows that he needs to approach you with some gentleness, some tenderness, because there's some writings of some wrongs. That's really bad English, but you know what I mean, to happen. So he's at a fork in the road. He's got to make that decision of how to approach you. But you know, this message is coming. It may also mean that if he's already decided how to approach you because he's sending you a message, and he may just test the water with that message, especially because we've got a bottle in the water. He may just test the water, try approaching you in a different way, and it may be the both of you has to make a decision of which way this relationship is to go, because he knows that he can only approach you and you are the person that will make the decision. That is how he's feeling. So why do we have Rebel here, please? What will be the next step after forking the road? What will be the next step after forking the road? Oops, a daisy. Well, that came out in reverse, which is a bit of a disappointment, really. I must stop thinking aloud. But if it was the other way, I'd say, okay, the decision would be made. He'd know that he's just got to walk away from the karmic, and that would be that. He knows it's time to go, but he may have to stay where he is for a little while. I know. The thing is that his intentions are here. So he may want to rush forward to be with you, which is what we're seeing, Divine Feminine, but he may actually need to stay where he is for a little while, or he may just be, Spirit have just said, taking it slowly. So this, even though we have this desperation going on with the karmic over here, it kind of feels like he doesn't want to mess up again. So he is going to take this slowly with you, Divine Feminine. So there may be more messages, more contacts, more joint decision making, more meeting up, but it will be, he's not going to rush into anything, is how I interpret that card at the moment. You know, what do we have up here? This is also coming upside down. He wants it to be real. That makes sense. That is why he's taking his time and not just rushing away from the karmic straight back to you. He's showing you respect, Divine Feminine, and, you know, he's not letting his imagination run riot, at least not when he's having contact with you. So, you know, he's keeping his feet firmly on the ground here. He's not going off on a flight of fancy. You know, this is why he will take his time with this, because he may well make contact, but then take the developing of union at a slower pace, because he doesn't want to mess this up. Now that he's actually realised totally in the 3D and not just 5D, he doesn't want to mess it up. So what are the actions the karmic is going to take, please? She still wants it to be a long-term relationship. So she's going to fight to keep the DM long-term. But, you know, the DM has a mind of his own. He's already moving on. So let's see what else, please. What other action steps is the karmic taking, please, that we need to be aware of, Spirit? She wants the relationship to regrow. She wants it to be how it was when they first met. She wants, even though they've had their problems, their difficulties, their arguments, she feels there's still something can grow from this situation. Okay. And the next steps, please, Spirit. What are the next steps? What else will the karmic do to yeah. She's going to take it right to the edge. So she will take this as far as she feels able to take it. Okay? I'm not spending much time on the karmic cards because I think this side is so positive in terms of where we're at, Divine Feminines. But we need to acknowledge the feelings of the karmic here and what she is aiming for, hoping for. We need to be aware of that. But we're relying on the strength of the Divine Masculine and the strength of his love for you, Divine Feminine, to actually keep moving in the right direction. It doesn't feel like she's got the power over him that she used to have. What is her other action step, please, Spirit? What is the other action step from the Karmic? What is the other action step from the Karmic? She wants this relationship to keep moving forward. For some of them, she may be, I mean, it may be as literal as she may be hoping that they can go on holiday together, that they can rekindle their romance by being on holiday together. But more importantly, when I see this card, it has a forward arrow on the boat. I don't know if you can see that in this light. There's a forward arrow. And she's trying to drive this relationship forward, okay? You know, she will go as far as she can go to keep moving it forward and to hang on to it. Okay, but the Divine Masculine's already decided. He knows where he's at. He's not worried. I don't get any anxiety from him at all. You know, he went through those awful times. We used to get all those cards, didn't we? Of him feeling stressed, him feeling worried, him not knowing what to do. No, it's gone. That's just gone. He's very single-minded and using his heart at the moment also. So, you know, his focus is on you, Divine Feminine, regardless of what you may see, you may hear, you may read. His focus is on you. So, you know, regardless of what pressure he's under from the Karmic, it's going to be very hard for her to actually shift him from that thinking. We waited a long time for this type of reading, didn't we? With these messages, so thank you, Spirit. But it was a process that both of them had to go through for whatever reason, for their, you know, their progression, their development, their learning of their lessons. So, you know, here we are. Anyway, Divine Fems, I'm not going to do individual messages. I'm not going to do, you know, advice for Divine Femme or anything, because at the moment, we're on track here. Okay, we have to trust our Divine Masculine that he is on track, because that's what Spirit are showing us. Okay, right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that YouTube are kind to me and let me upload this fairly quickly tonight, because I am a bit late recording it. So please let me know your comments below. I love to read all your comments. I did do a Divine Masculine reading, Divine Masculine to Divine Femme, 2 days ago, so you know, have a look on the channel for that also. Yeah. And for those of you who are interested in like horoscope signs, etc, etc, I do a love reading monthly, and I also do a work and career reading, so they're also on the channel. I'm in the middle of doing the love readings at the moment, so look out for those. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love you to join us. I am overwhelmed by all the support. We're heading rapidly for 2,000 subscribers. I cannot believe that, seriously. It's crazy, but I love it. So thank you so much. It's so nice to have you on board. So I'm going to leave it there. Please drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and get ready for your message, Divine Fems. Love to all of you. Love and light. Take care. Bye.